Hey guys, Evgeny here from Development Digital, and today I wanted to go over creating a Webflow interaction. This one will be an infinite marquee using Webflow native interactions. For those of you who don't know, Webflow native interactions are using JavaScript as the fundamental technology behind how things move. This is not the most performant way to do the same interaction, but it is the quickest, and you are probably going to be able to do the same thing using various methods. And I will be covering the remaining methods as well in the future videos. But for now, let's just focus on doing this natively inside Webflow. Without further ado, we kind of want to understand why we want to use infinite marquees. Now, infinite marquees are oftentimes used for things such as social proof. So, for example, if a company wants to showcase the firms they're working with, they oftentimes add an infinite marquee right here in this hero section where you can see the logos of those companies. Or in other times, companies tend to kind of make an infinite marquee out of the testimonials, right? So these are two very common use cases. Let's jump into creating our own. Right, so we want to click on button Z in order to open the sidebar menu. Here, I'll just create a section because we want to be semantically correct. I've styled the section as well before, so we want it to be white to kind of get that contrast and is marquee. So the difference between this one and general section is the paddings, the flex to the left and center, display flex obviously, and the color. Right, inside you want to add a div, and inside this div we'll add a bunch of content. It can be images, it can be text, whatever. And we actually want to style this div as marquee, right? So we have styled the marquee with a class name marquee. Sizing, don't shrink or grow. Very important thing is that width is set to auto. I think this is the most important thing. Now, the padding needs to be the same as the gap, whatever it is, but we need it to be set to flex, left, and center. I did create my own marquee. I don't want to be styling content right here inside the video, as that will take some time, but you can see that these logos are done in a different or in various ways. Obviously, this can also be done using CMS, but I won't do that now. So once you have the marquee, you will want to copy it over so that you have two marquees nested inside the section. You want to click H for interactions. You can see there's already an infinite marquee. We're going to delete that, and we want to have an interaction set to page load. We want the interaction to work on all breakpoints, so we won't touch this. And for the performance sake, we want it to start playing after the page has finished loading. If it starts playing before it finishes loading or when the page starts loading, well, that's not very performant. You're going to face a bunch of issues. So even though this is not the most performant way to do this interaction, JavaScript is not the most performant way to do this interaction. We're still going to try to optimize for performance. We want the animation to be looped. So obviously it's called infinite marquee. So we want to loop it. And we'll start this, call it marquee. All right, we want to select the marquee in the left side panel, click on plus, and we want to set transform move. There are a couple of things that we'll want to do. First of all, let's just apply this animation not only to the selected element, but to the whole class. And we're going to duplicate this over twice. Now we have three keyframes. First keyframe is an initial keyframe. We're going to set 0%. Second keyframe, well, we want to set the duration for this one. We're going to say 24 seconds because why not? Another important thing is to make it linear in terms of easing for the reason that we don't want it to move at different speeds in different times. We want it to be constant, right? And we want to move it negative 100%. So it moves minus 100%. So for example, if you're seeing now inside the screen my phone, right? And now it's like 100%. What happens is we are moving this item out of the view. So this is minus 100%. This is exactly what we did, right? And last one, we want to set duration to be 0 seconds and we want it to jump back, straight back. Right? We click save and that's it for this interaction. Once we're done, we do want to test it just in case there are any bugs and you actually want to debug this interaction. So you can click preview because it's for interactions and you'll be able to see exactly how it works. So our first logo was Chili Piper. The goal is for Chili Piper, there we go, to come again and start from scratch. So let's see if it actually loops or not. If it's looping, the animation is working well. Otherwise, well, we're gonna need to debug something. Well, it appears as if we made the animation work perfectly fine. That's actually, yeah, that's all you need to know about these infinite marquees done natively in Webflow. I hope this was helpful and yeah, hope you have a great day and talk to you soon. Bye bye.